OK. Donc, comme on a dit hier, je suis dans cette photo-là. On s'est arrêté ici, l'intérêt de savoir si les travaux sont interdits par la Torah ou par les Chachamim. Donc, je reprends la lecture. Let's start. Et dit comme ça. L'intérêt de savoir si la Torah, de savoir si les travaux sont interdits par la Torah ou les Chachamim est d'une importance primordiale. It said that the interest why we have to know if the melachot are forbidden from Torah or Midirabanan is very important. Explanation, explication. Le Sal, les Chachamim ont jugé nécessaire d'étendre la liste des travaux interdits. C'est aussi les Chachamim they thought that it's very important to make longer the list of the forbidden melachot, the forbidden works, the forbidden actions during the year of Shemitah. Étant donné le fait que les nuances entre les différentes tâches opérées dans les champs sont parfois difficilement percevables et que le risque de transgression allait grandissant. C'est because the tasks in the field are always connected one to each other. So if we don't make a very exhaustive list, it's maybe dangerous. People can fall in mistakes and making averot. Donc, it was important to do that. Donc, toute action, toute pratique dont le but et les faits seront semblables aux travaux mentionnés dans la Torah, entrera dans le cadre de leur interdiction. So what is the logic now for the Rabbanim is every kind of purpose, every kind of effect, which will be like the forbidden melachot, they will also be forbidden. Action or some action, but the effect of that action will bring you to be connected to one of the melachot will be forbidden. Par exemple, l'action de semer a pour but de faire germer la graine. Autrement dit, cette action est à l'origine d'une croissance et d'un développement. L'arrosage également, favorisant le développement de la plantation, des plantations et leur épanouissement, sera donc interdit. For example, to sowing. Say why sowing is forbidden? Because if you put a seed in the land, what's happened? The purpose is that seed will grow up and will develop. So, in the same logical, to arroser. Avec Carlos?
Water
will be forbidden. Why? Because the effect and the consequences are the same like sowing. Because it will start to grow and to develop. Fait dans le même ordre d'idées, on l'utilisation d'engrais stimulant la croissance ou l'utilisation d'insecticides qui a pour but d'éloigner tout ce qui peut nuire à l'épanouissement. C'est the same logical. Every kind of insecticide, fertilizer, because the purpose is to keep, let's say, the seeds and the plants safe to continue to grow. So also fertilizer will be introduced in the category of sowing. Donc, comme aussi le fait c'est en français, vous avez compris. Si vous ne comprenez pas en français, vous me dites, on peut voir le détail. Après, il dit, il est très important de retenir qu'ils n'ont pas étendu leur interdiction à ces travaux dans ces deux cas. Joli, parce que ça ressemble un peu à une traduction de Galia ici, là, je reprends. Il est très important de retenir qu'ils n'ont pas étendu leur interdiction à ces travaux dans ces deux cas. They say there's two cases where they don't wrote the same logical of forbidding works. First one, la première. S'ils sont pratiqués dans la seule intention de conserver l'état actuel de la plantation. It said, if you basically water or you put fertilizer in the purpose only to keep the actual state of things, meaning your intention is not to make it grow, just to keep it stable, the same like it was before.
So it's not dying, so it doesn't die.
Yes.
So les interdictions des Rabbanim, elles peuvent être appliquées seulement si c'est pour garder l'état actuel de la plantation.
Non, elles sont appliquées que si c'est pour faire pousser. Si tu utilises un fertilisant ou quelque chose qui garde l'état actuel sans être dans une forme de pousse, il n'y a pas de problème. And after said, dans le cas où le but recherché est d'améliorer ou de stimuler la pousse, l'interdiction sera en vigueur. But if your purpose is to grow or to make it better, it will be forbidden. So meaning that if you keep it like it was, like before the first of Tishrei, there's no problem.
So if we see people watering fields, we don't have to assume that they're
Exactly.
It's tiny.
Yes. But at the time, you have to be careful. Donc, Rabbi Yoshua, il dit, si on voit des gens en fait arroser pendant la Shemitah, il ne faut pas juger vite. Maybe that watering is in purpose to keep it in that stage, not to grow. Donc, des fois, il faut faire attention de ne pas penser que quand on voit les gens quelqu'un arroser, et que son but, si son but, c'est que de maintenir en état et pas de faire pousser, il ne fait aucune interdiction. Second example, s'il y a un risque de détérioration de dommages des arbres et, selon certains, même de fruits. So it's a second case where it's possible for you to start to make a kind of work if there's a big risk that the tree will be détérioré. Comment tu détériores? S'abîmer. Yeah. If you think that if you don't act, you don't make any kind of work, the tree, the fruit tree will be lost basically, die, said, you can do it. It's possible, it's permitted to do. Permis de dire, il n'y a aucun problème. Si, hein? Rabbani. Si le dommage en question peut être établi l'année suivante, l'année sera arrivée en vigueur. But if the tree start to be rotted, but next year it will be possible for you to fix it. Check. So you are not allowed to fix it. But the purpose is always to maintain, to keep something, not to make it better or to grow. Donc il dit, il y a des exceptions à cette généralité qui seront soulevées par la suite. There's some exception, but we'll see it after. So now let's focus about the first melacha. On va se focuser par rapport à la première melacha. Sowing and planting. Donc planter et semer. C'est la prochaine photo. Connect it and let us know.
What?
Connect it and let us know.
So the 39 mark code, is there connected to the version of Mishkan? And the Mishkan is connected to the creation of the world. So if they're using it as a premise to understand Shemitah, like where is that buying into the
Fair. Seems to be that like this. All the melachot, meaning for the Mishkan, connected to the land by works of the field, all of them are connected to the breaking vessels. The broken vessels, the 7. Melacha basically is like this. When the first sphira, the 7, they're broken, the first level was fixed, Atzilut. From not even before.
The Simpson?
Yeah. From Atzilut it was fixed, from Bria it was fixed, and from Yetzirah it was fixed also. So we are missing Asya. Who was supposed to come and to fix the last sparks of the broken vessels? Adam Arishon. By eating the fruit and by having relationship before Shabbat, we didn't succeed to fix the sparks of the broken vessels, what we call the 7 kings. So from that point, we have the tradition that the number of 288 sparks have to be fixed. We know that
This is after Adam. This is after
this from Adam, yes. We know that Moshe and the generation of the desert, they fix 202. We have 86 to fix. That 86, yeah. That 86, we fix them, and on Shabbat, even in the week, because in the week the melachot are permits, the melachot which are forbidden on Shabbat. So when I do my melacha during the week, respecting halacha, I fix that spot. When I do my melacha during the week by making transgression of halacha, meaning I'm looking in coin, and instead of being respecting the halachot, not to lie to people, not to, okay, I lie to people, I make my stuff. Even in the week, I make the spots worst. I damage them. On Shabbat, it said you cannot fix the melachot, so you fix them by stop doing. So by respecting the melachot interdiction of Shabbat, I make the good work in the 86. After one comes the Yom Tov. Yom Tov also, we can get some sparks by respecting the melachot like Shabbat, but we are allowed to cook. By cooking, I'm not making any transgression, it's permit. Now we go on the Shemitah year. What's happened? You are allowed, all the melachot are permit, except those connected to the field. Meaning that if my melacha, it's Shemitah, you ask yourself, can I maybe do my corn, my Bitcoin? Yes, no problem. It's not connected to, not even if it's called Shabbat year, not connected to doing a melacha during Shabbat. No, it's not problem. So all the things that you have said about the Mishkan, it's also standing about the Shemitah. So what does Mishkan come to do? To fix all the consequences of what Adam HaRishon created, what we started to sow yesterday. We're going to see more and more. This is the real origin, because all the details of the Mishkan, from the color, the size, and the things, it's only, the purpose is only to fix what's happened in the Gan Eden between Adam, Hava, and the snake. All the Mishkan. Alors, je reprends. Semer, planter, to sow and to plant. L'interdiction est en vigueur qu'il s'agisse de fleurs, de légumes, de céréales, d'arbres fruitiers ou décoratifs. So I said it's forbidden to sow, to plant, if it is flowers, vegetables, cereals, fruits tree, and even tree which are not fruits but just to make things beautiful, to make decorations. Que ce soit en vue d'une future consommation ou simplement dans le but de clôturer un espace quelconque. Meaning, if your purpose is to eat, for sure it's forbidden. Even if your purpose is just to make things beautiful, to close the specific space of your garden. But for them are forbidden. Les deux sont interdits. D'une façon générale, une intervention qui a pour effet une amélioration de la pousse, favorisant le mûrissement des fruits, sera interdite pendant la Shemitah. So he said, any kind of action, meaning by sowing or planting, which will have for purpose to improve the growth or to make better the way the fruit will start to grow. If I put this fertilizer, the fruit will be more, okay, this is forbidden. Toute intervention apportant une quelconque profit aux plantations sera également interdite. C'est any kind of melachot which can bring profit to the field, this one will manage the field, any kind of action which can bring to you profit will be also forbidden, like to water, like to remove bad herbs from the area, comme planter, retirer les mauvaises herbes, utiliser les insecticides, using fertilizer, ou tout autre produit les protégeant d'éventuels dommages, or any kind of product protecting your trees or your vegetables from damage. This is forbidden, c'est interdit. Soutenir l'arbre ou des branches afin de leur donner une certaine direction. Sometimes you can use some string to give a direction to the tree. You see that the branch is going like this. It's forbidden.
Ici, va être pire là.
Si tu peux réparer l'année prochaine,
Parce que si des fois, tu as une branche, elle est en train de tomber sur la branche, donc tu as plein de figues.
Il faut demander.
Là, tu peux
Ask the rabbi. You say, how can we know that if I have a branch going on another tree and it's falling, and how can I know that I can wait next year instead of fixing that? Ask the rabbi. You have to take picture. Send to the rabbi who's mumkhe, who's expert. Yes, the rabbi. Yes, of course. At least you don't know, you call the rabbanut. C'est who's the rabbi mumkhe shmita? Okay, give the name. Get the email. Send the picture. Say what we have to do. Important. C'est très important. Donc il dit, nous soulèverons plus tard le problème que peuvent poser certaines plantes d'intérieur, ainsi que les fameux bacs à fleurs en bordure de balcon, les terrasses. C'est later on we're going to talk about the problem with the plants inside what you have inside of your apartment, like this one. You have to know what to do with that, and also about the flowers and the plants you put on your balcony. So this will be deal after because it's a whole topic. You have to know exactly. Let's do the rest. On prend le dernier truc. Rabbi Carlos, comment tu dis élaguer?
To prune.
Hein?
To prune.
To prune?
Prune. Prune.
To prune.
Ouais.
The next one is to prune and to tondre le gazon.
Attends, comment on dit déjà? Mais moi j'ai un trou, attends. To mow the grass.
To
mow the grass.
Mow the grass. So here's the two actions we're going to see now. Pruning and comment tu dis, quand tu écris le mow the grass? M-O-W.
M-O-W.
M-O-W, to mow the grass.
Okay.
Said, l'élagage consiste à couper certaines branches dans l'arbre afin de le renforcer et de prolonger sa durée de vie. So, to prune, the purpose is to cut some branches in order to give strength and long life to the tree. This is the purpose of pruning. It's a whole science, you know. Sometimes they go attack, they cut this, they cut this. Dans certains arbres, cela permet également d'augmenter le rendement des fruits et d'obtenir une plus grande production. And in some cases, if you know how to prune perfectly, you can even make better fruits and more fruit. Il est interdit durant la Shemitah de tailler des arbres, que ce soit des arbres fruitiers décoratifs ou faisant l'objet d'une clôture. So it's forbidden during all the Shemitah to prune any kind of tree and any kind of tree, even if it will be a fruit tree or something to decorate a place or something just to close a place. You are not allowed to cut or to prune the tree. Cependant, il sera permis de couper du branchage qui gêne le passage ou qui représenterait un danger. But it's permitted to cut any kind of branches which can basically close a passage, a pathway, or can be a danger for people. If you see that that branch is falling, and if it's like this is the courtyard, someone can receive that branch on the head, permit to cut. Let's finish. Dans ce cas, il faudra s'efforcer de couper uniquement la branche qui gêne. So in that case, you will have only to cut the branch which is disturbing really. Il y a différentes raisons supplémentaires pour lesquelles on peut être amené à tailler un arbre. There is different reasons why we can be obliged to prune a tree. First one, encourager la pousse de nouvelles branches à certains endroits. Some purpose of pruning is to have new growth in some places in a branch. Or if you prune also, the purpose can be retirer les branches ou les feuillages portant atteinte à la vigueur de l'arbre et empêchant de grandir correctement. The purpose can be remove some leaves or some branches from the tree because they are not giving to the tree the possibility to grow properly. Or third possibility, laisser passer les rayons du soleil pour améliorer la qualité des fruits. Why do you also prune? Because you want to let the sun enter inside of the branches in order to have better quality. Or sometimes the purpose of pruning is to give a very beautiful aspect to the plantation, donner une belle aspect à la plantation. Quelle que soit la nature de l'opération, il sera interdit de s'y adonner durant la Shemitah. No matter what is your purpose here, it's forbidden during the Shemitah. 1, 2, 3, or 4, it's forbidden during the Shemitah. Sans en demander l'avis d'un professionnel de confiance et d'en faire part à son âme. C'est ça. If you have doubts, you have to ask the opinion of a professional and after of a rabbi. You need two. Sometimes the rabbi understand, but maybe he's not professional. And he can maybe not know that if the guy don't do it now, next year the tree is lost. So you need both. Tu as besoin des deux. Dans le même ordre d'idée, il faudra s'abstenir de tondre le gazon dans la Shemitah. You have also to be careful not to move your gazon, grass during the Shemitah, pendant la Shemitah. Cependant, d'après certains décisionnaires, si tout le but de l'opération n'est que de donner un bel aspect à la plantation, l'interdiction ne sera pas en vigueur. Some poskim said if the purpose for you to mow your grass is just to give a good aspect, beautiful aspect, it will not be forbidden. Après il dit, dans les cas où la plantation sera encore jeune, durant les premières années suivant la mise en terre, il faudra consulter son art pour voir s'il est possible d'utiliser. Say, in the case where your plantation is very young, you don't know how to do, you ask the rabbi if it's permitted for you to mow the grass during the Shemitah. En effet, durant les premières années, certaines pratiques favorisent vraiment le développement de la plantation. Why? Because when the plantation is very young, some techniques can be a favor for the grass to grow up better after. So we saw sowing and planting. That Hashem, tomorrow we continue by harvest and the rest. Amen.